It's now 2024 and all things stay the same. The same people are still causing the same problems out in the same places of public, just doing more things than usual. Wait a minute, it's only going to be 2024 for me when this releases because I'm from the land down under. It's still going to be like another, what, 10, 12-ish hours before it becomes midnight over in your country, since most of you people are Americans, so whoopsie daisy, hope you enjoy your New Year's Eve celebrations. Anyway, let's get into the clips. This is an interesting one. We've got a bit of a kerfuffle happening outside of a pharmacist in America. There seems to be... I'm not 100% sure of all the information here. It seems to be prior to them opening, seemingly, and this person in the car decided to pull up in front of a window. I'm not 100% sure what's exactly is happening here. Anyway, a retail worker has come out to confront them about just being in a way where they're going to be in the way, and tells them to go park in the parking lot.
Look, either you can get out of the drive-thru, I'm gonna go get a manager.
Get a manager. I'm literally waiting.
I don't care, you can record me all you want, I don't give a shit. I can call the police if you really want me to.
Call the cops. We're not doing anything wrong.
Drive-thru whenever we're on break. You're gonna cause us to get in trouble.
15 minutes? I'm in line. I've been waiting in line for like ever until y'all close the thing. I can be first next. I've been waiting already.
So be it. You can just go wait in the parking lot. I'll tell them that you can go first. But you can go sit in the parking lot, because if you cause us to have a line and you cause us to get back up, we're gonna get in trouble. You're risking everybody in there's job just for you to be 15 minutes early. If you want your medication, you can go ahead and go in there. Go inside. Go talk to the pharmacy. It's not that hard to just go in the parking lot and go inside. Look, name tag. You want to see my name tag? Name tag. There you go. Go into the parking lot.
Look, if you're waiting for it to be open and your choice of doing that is to park right in front of the door, very near to the door, even though that's not really a car parking spot, and then choose to record and be annoyed at a retail work when they tell you to go and find an actual car parking spot, then I don't know what to say to you, man. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, the retail worker definitely did not handle it in any form of professional manner, but at the end of the day, I've got nothing for this one. I just want to actually, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Based upon the information we have here, what do you think's happened? This Macca's made a massive stuff up with this person's order, so they decide to go up to the counter and start going off of them over this thing in order to get it corrected. You'd be surprised on what caused them to be this angry.
Get your head out of your ass. You gave us all this food and everything, not one napkin. So are you the one in charge? Would you like some napkins? Do you need napkins? Yeah, I need napkins, but are you the one in charge?
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Well, then you should be smart enough that if you're in charge, make somebody do your job, make them do what they're supposed to do. Yes, there is, because I got down, if I drove down the road, I would have gotten opened up my shit. Look at something, there's not one napkin in my bag. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. She's the manager. I'm talking to her.
Okay, he also wants to.
Okay, well, we're talking to you too, then you need to do your job.
You need to calm down.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to you.
So
I'm telling you, you need to make sure things are done right.
Okay.
I own a business for 27 years. Yes, I own a business for 27 years. So you're in charge, and you're in charge. You make sure that they don't screw up.
But you understand this ain't happening all
No, they happen all the time, dude. We had 5 mistakes at the drive-thru, and then no napkins. Come on. There you go. Start that.
Yes. They did just have a bit of a temper tantrum over napkins. You heard that right. They were complaining about napkins and they were going on this tirade about napkins. Even though that's a very simple thing to like, hey, I'm sorry, you forgot to give me napkins. And they give you napkins. There it is. Problem solved. But unfortunately, you're a human being who has no idea how to treat other people with any form of respect. So you have to immediately cause an issue over this because... I don't get why would you, like, it doesn't make sense to me why one would cause a problem over this. It's like, yep, I didn't get my napkins. Can I have some napkins, please? This is it. This is, like, I don't get why you would cause such a mess over it. Over napkins. It's such a waste of time and effort. Our guy behind the camera here, he's busy doing his job, which is currently burying a cable for some form of internet thing that goes into a box that's in this public easement area in front of this old man's yard. Anyhow, the old guy is curious on what in the world's happening, because apparently something happened a few weeks-ish ago where some Mexicans came in and did some work there, and he didn't really get much out of them because they apparently couldn't speak English, which we're starting a bit rough. But anyway, it's just some curiosity, right? Right? Doesn't slowly devolve into annoyance for no reason.
I am being harassed by this person. I don't know who he is, but
1604. Put it in your system there. I'm just writing down your license number.
you got to be retired.
You wish.
You got to be retired.
Everybody wishes they were retired.
You got to have something else better to do with your time. I'm watching you. Now you got me nervous. I don't know if I should call the police.
Call the police. That'd be great.
I don't know if I should call them.
You should call them. I just am asking questions. That's all I'm doing.
So what's the problem, sir?
So this is something that's ongoing.
So if it's ongoing, that means you had a problem existed before I got here, and you addressing your problem with me. Is that what that's?
I don't have an executive in front of me to talk to. I have somebody digging in my yard. I come to ask some questions.
When they came and laid this stuff, you already knew that it was potentially going to be something when they put this.
The people that came out here before were Mexicans. They barely spoke English, and I was like, "What is it?" And they're like, "AT&T."
Do you have AT&T? Do you have AT&T?
I have AT&T phone.
You have AT&T phone. So if you have AT&T phone, that means that it's not going to this box. It's probably on somebody else's property, which means that this is how it goes when you in this. This is the easement that they set for me, sir. I almost finished with my job. I came through here, and I'm almost done.
Okay.
I can stay over here.
No, you do what you need to do.
I can stay over here and try to get it off your property, sir. But as long as that box is on your easement, sir, technically, I mean, by law, there's nothing that...
I don't care about law. I'm trying to find out information. And I appreciate that you're doing a job and you don't want to argue with an old man. I appreciate that. But this is my yard. I'm trying to find out what's going on. I come to ask you some questions. You're like, I'm working. You need to go work.
You asked me what was I doing. I gave you the reason why I was here, to bury the cable.
What you said is...
And then I gave you the easement.
This is my property. I can do what I want.
I didn't tell you that. I told you when I'm on this easement right here, I have so many feet from that concrete right there that I can work off of. And this thing, not only this gas and everything else, run along this easement. Yes. If the gas company came out here to fix some stuff, you won't tell them to stop. Because
I would ask them what they're doing.
And I told you.
Yeah, but you told me like this. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Go away.
No, I didn't tell you that.
That's how it came off.
That's how you perceived it.
That's how I perceived it.
That's how you perceived it. But I'm here to do a job.
I understand that you're working.
Right.
You're in work clothes.
Right.
I'm not an idiot. I understand this. And you're defending yourself by saying, I'm working. Go away.
No, I told you what I'm doing. I don't have to have this conversation with you, sir.
No, you don't. You don't.
You're right.
I can you can get some form of reasonable belief of the doubt that the initial reason the old guy approached may not have been for any form of racist intent, but the continued badgering and annoying the guy who's just trying to do his job for a fair bit after you get the initial information just seems like a bit unnecessary to some form of degree, and potentially, I don't know about you, maybe a wee bit targeted. I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, yeah, it's weird to see someone doing work in your front yard, but at the same time, if it's in the area where it is a public easement, there is jack you can do. It's just, that's life, man. Like, I've dug into these laws and stuff beforehand with how the footpaths and public easements in houses in America works, and it's so convolutedly complicated. because it varies so drastically depending on the state, county, and town that you live in. It's wacky. But if it's public easement and they're laying lines for internet and stuff along those lines, then I mean, it's gonna happen. I don't see why it's the end of the world. Oh, he's doing his job. He told you that they're laying some line for AT&T, and that's realistically all you need to know. If you are really that desperate for more information, then call AT&T. I'm sure they've got support lines, right? Hopefully. I don't know. It's just like, leave this poor man alone. He's just doing his job. Like, leave him be. The one behind the camera here goes into McDonald's, gets their child a Happy Meal and gives it to them. What they didn't know was that there'd be an unwelcome surprise within that Happy Meal, and for those who are bug adverse, who are not a fan of bugs, warning, because that surprise was a cockroach. Here's what happens next.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, Kayla. Come here. Excuse me. You guys may not want to eat here. There's a roach in here. I swear. Look, lift up the napkin. Oh, no. I gotta get my money back. Yeah, no. Excuse me. Excuse me. Lift up this napkin. Lift up the napkin. I gave it to my baby.
Sorry about that.
I'm shaking.
I'm sorry about this.
She ate a nugget already. I'm so scared. I'm sorry.
You get rid of this. Can I?
I'm so sorry.
Your money back?
Yes, I want my. Of course, I want my money back. And I'm calling the health department so you guys know.
Okay, what's a Happy Meal and what else?
That's it, just a Happy Meal.
It was at 6:02.
No, baby, no. Mommy will get you something.
This is a tough one for me to just break down. Okay, I should probably make it clear. The cockroach part of this is pretty bad. The staff's reaction is something that I'm sitting there going like, man, that man just seemed to have severely lacked any form of empathy to this. But at the same time, I have a feeling that that's sheerly because he saw that and was just like, oh God, help me now. Like, it's just like you see something like imagine the feeling when you see something that just makes your heart drop and it's just like, oh, that's not good. I can only imagine that's what the staff are feeling by just seeing that, let alone what the mother's feeling at this point in time, knowing that her child just ate some food out of that same packaging that had a cockroach inside of it. Which actually makes me ask a curious question. With Happy Meals in America, do they just throw the chips and nuggets straight into the Happy Meal box? Is there no additional packaging to put the chips in neatly and the nuggets in neatly so that they are mostly separated from the box? It's like, is that not a thing over there? Because it is here. Like, there's small paper packagings that they'll put the small fries and the 3 or 4 nuggets into and then put it inside the Happy Meal box, so it's nice and neat. Because it looks like it wasn't, at least in this Happy Meal. It may be different depending on the Macca's. Anyhow, that's wild. Like, I'm sure the manager saw that, and his life at Macca's was going through his eyes. It's just like, oh no, I might, dependent on how this goes, I could actually lose my job, or things can go horribly wrong. Like, it can, man, it's such a sucky situation just to have anything on those lines happen. It's horrible. Just encountering a cockroach inside of a bag of food. That is not what you want to be seeing. And it's a huge question on how in the world did that happen. Here we watch as a lady gets completely shut down by the 2 police officers she's talking to for attempting to talk to the person behind the camera in a very controlling manner.
You do not have my permission to film me, and you do not have my permission to publish me.
You are in a public place and it is constitutional right to do it.
This is not
If you
public.
do not,
This is not a public place. This is private.
it is his constitutional right
This
to,
is a
it
private
is his constitutional right to
I
do
belong
it.
here. I
If
pay
you
my
do
rent.
not like it, you can go into your room or leave.
Oh, well, let's go in here.
But as right now, there has been no crime, there's nothing we can do about it.
So
Do
what
for it.
made you come?
We're here for something else.
We actually got a noise disturbance call. That's what we.
Yeah, no.
No,
So
it was
it was
something
for
different.
something upstairs. It was something different. We just happened to
There
come
was-
up and something else.
Well, I've been busy trying to call FedEx corporate the whole time because that's what I did last time this
Okay, well,
happened.
it'll be a civil issue, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I'm not
Have it-
concerned about it. Like I said, this has been done before. They like a pack of wolves.
Okay, well, have a good day.
Bye-bye. You
Oh, that's funny. Just like, oh, but this is not a public place. It's a constitutional right. If you have a problem with it, go into your room. It's just like, I'm sorry, lady, you're literally trying to make up nonsense in front of police officers who 9 times out of 10 will at least know the law to a degree. Whether how well they know it or not is another question, as some of them can be ridiculously stupid at times, but hey, they're right in this circumstance. Here we watch an interesting kerfuffle between a patient and a nurse, who I'm assuming is a nurse based upon the conversation, who is here to discharge his patients from the Toronto hospital. There seems to be a heavy amount of either miscommunication, misunderstandings, or various other things of various mixtures of the both here that causes this brief kerfuffle here.
No, that's not happening.
It's happening.
No, it's not happening.
I want to see the doctor.
Okay.
You can't record here.
You're recording in my face. That's not gonna happen.
I'm not recording your face. I've not started.
You can't record here.
I want to see the doctor.
Okay, then why are you pointing your phone in my face?
I said I want to see the doctor.
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna talk to the doctor about your blood pressure medication. That's no problem. But again,
I
the
came in,
results.
I did
the
X-ray.
results-
Excuse me, sir. Don't touch it.
Ma'am, I already warned you.
I came here to see a doctor.
Okay, and you
my
did.
chest has been blocked.
And you did.
No, I haven't.
And you did.
She did an X-ray.
Yeah.
And she has not yet
Okay, you have to leave. Ma'am,
give me
there's
the
no
results. And all
Okay.
you could tell me that
I'm gonna
I
give
should
you
come
this.
outside, that the doctor has already discharged me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you your results.
No.
I'm gonna give you
The
your
doctor is usually the one that gives the result,
I'm
not the
gonna give-
nurse.
No, I'm gonna give you the
And no
results.
explanation, no medication, and you're telling me to leave.
Okay, I'm not telling you to leave. I said I was gonna speak to the doctor about your.
Why
blood
will you
pressure
speak to the
medication.
doctor when the doctor can speak to me directly?
That's not happening. I already told you.
Why will I come to a hospital and the nurse is telling me that I cannot see the doctor, I have to leave the hospital, and you're telling me that's not happening?
No.
What is going on?
You can yell all you want. I'm telling you that the results written by the doctor is right here. You can accept the results or you cannot. That is your prerogative. I will give you this piece of paper.
This is Toronto Hospital.
Okay, it is.
This is not a little child hospital.
Okay.
I want to see the doctor that attended to me. Let her show me my X-ray as usual, that my chest is okay, and nothing is wrong, no infection, no nothing.
That's not happening. I told you already. Because
That is not happening.
No,
Did you just say that is not happening?
that is correct.
You're discharged. The doctor has discharged you.
The doctor did not discharge me.
The papers are
Yeah,
right here.
the paper with her signature and her name is here, and I will give it to you. And if you accept it, then you can read it yourself. If you do not want to read it and accept the results, unfortunately, I cannot.
Why are you blocking me?
Because you're
Because
Why are
in
you
UHF.
blocking me? Why are you blocking? Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me?
Because you're recording.
Why are you fighting me?
Yes.
You're supposed to be in security. Why are you fighting me?
There is no their UHN policy says there's no recording.
Then why are you fighting
It's
me?
right there because you're recording.
It does. Yeah, I have
You're
to.
recording.
Because you're recording.
I came here
I'm
to
gonna-
see a doctor.
Okay, I'm giving you your.
You guys.
I'm gonna give you your results. That's fine. I'm gonna give you your results. Do you?
I want to see the doctor
You're discharged. You gotta
so
go.
that I can get my medication. My blood pressure is high.
Like
Nobody took the second measurement to say the blood pressure has been lowered.
Okay.
Nothing was
Like
lowered.
I said, I will raise your concerns with the doctor. I'm happy to do that. Do you want the results of your chest
So,
X-ray?
why didn't you want me to see the doctor? You are the one to talk to the doctor on my behalf.
Listen.
Why must he be the one to talk to the doctor on my behalf?
Okay, well, that is how things work here, so I will give you
That
this.
is not how it works. This is Toronto
Okay,
Hospital.
I will give you your
General
right
Hospital.
there.
At
That
that.
is your thing.
This is Toronto General Hospital. You don't talk to people. Doctors don't talk to.
Stop
Send the
recording.
doctor
First of
talk
all,
to people.
stop recording.
No, don't
It's a
disturb me.
UHN policy.
I don't care.
There's really only one thing of this entire clip that I can really talk about in any way, shape, or form, and that is discussing the legalities of recording, because I took the effort to read up on how Canada likes to work with this type of mess, and it's convoluted and complicated. If you're recording only audio, if it's a conversation you're a part of, you can record that audio, because Canada, at least where this recording would be taking place, the main section of Canada, like one of the bigger provinces of flippity hell, one of the main provinces of Canada, not like Quebec or other ones like that. I don't know them off by heart. I don't mean to be doing anything wrong here. It's just like it's the laws are slightly stipulated differently depending on the province. Anyway. So with this one here is that it's a one-party consent state for recording audio. So if this was simply audio, there'd be nothing the security guard can do, and not particularly much the doctors can do. There can be some other issues that can occur down the line with this, but overall, if it's a conversation that you're a part of, you can technically record it without any actual legal consequence directly from that, but other things can occur. The bigger question comes into whether you can film it or not. The audio is subject to the audio shenanigans that I just talked about a moment ago. If there's no audio, then the video is only subjected to usual video recording laws. Basically, if it's any form of public place where there is no expectation of privacy, there is not much that anyone can do about it. You can record as much as you want. But in any places where there is some form of expectation of potential privacy, or in places like in businesses or things along those lines, even hospitals, they can all have their own various different guidelines on if you can or cannot have any form of photography. Those are rules that do exist in places in Canada, that they would specify whether you can or cannot do any form of photography here. And if you can't do any form of photography, then that also counts for any form of video recordings. Doesn't stop you from doing any audio recordings if you're a part of the conversation you're recording, but any form of video recordings, if no photography is allowed in the place that you're currently at, then you can't film. You get what I'm laying down here? It's slightly messy, a little complicated, and yeah, from what I can gather in this clip here with the conversation here, it just sounds like there is a massive amount of misunderstanding or miscommunication between the doctor, the nurse, and the patient here, which is causing this issue that we're watching here in real time. The recording thing is its own mess, as I explained already. Here we go to Karen, who goes off at a pair of women for not wearing what she deems to be appropriate clothes.
Here it goes. We did go in.
Yeah, but are you going in this?
Yeah.
This restaurant? You're not going in.
We did. We just went in to go eat. We was gonna sit down and
We
eat.
were in there like 3 minutes.
To complain about you because I will not spend my money. Yeah. We went in to go eat.
All I did was say,
You waited. You waited for us to unpack.
And you watched us.
You watched us and sat here.
And you know why?
And no,
Because
you do not
I
do
know
that.
what
You
it
don't
looks
do
like.
that. I don't care what you're saying.
You know what it looks like? What it look like? What it look like?
This is my job.
What it look like?
And I know when people
Tell me what it
here
look like.
and they're going to the beach.
How you know that?
No, man.
You're not dressed.
I'm not dressed.
to go in the restaurant.
I'm not dressed to go into a
You
restaurant.
went outside and put a shirt on?
I have on pants and a shirt and shorts. Oh, you told me to kill myself? I won't. Mate, watch that high blood pressure, baby. Go ahead. Well, I will, baby girl. With them socks on. Take them socks off.
They aren't even that bad. Genuinely speaking, like I swear, I've seen in clips along these lines where they're wearing far more skimpier outfits. This isn't even that bad. Oh, they're wearing a shirt that slightly exposes their stomach and they're wearing short jeans. Oh no, end of the world. It's totally going to ruin the vibe that you've amped up for yourself, Karen. Jeez, man. Like, why do you have to care so much about other people's clothing? Just because you don't like showing a little bit of skin doesn't mean other people don't like doing that. So, go home. In this next clip, we're gonna go is a bit upset that the kid is skateboarding across the footpath and decides to steal their skateboard.
That's theft. You know that, right? That's theft. That's theft. I'll call the cops on you, buddy.
Call him. Call him.
That's theft.
God, this is not your property. You're not getting it back. Okay?
Call him.
I'll do what I want.
Fucking do anything, I dare you. You're only $75 if you touch my fucking board.
Fucking my kids snowboard. I don't skateboard, they do all that. I bought a lot of these.
Your kid's you.
Come and get her. Ah, fucking.
Do it, Dad. Neil. What's he gonna do? He'll go to jail. Go to jail.
Well, I'm not gonna hit him. But I'm not gonna hit this board back. No, not. Touch me and see what happens. See my fucking board back. No. Tell me you're gonna leave and I'll fucking trust you. I'll leave. I don't trust you. Where did the cops get? Fucking redneck fuck. You're gonna call me names?
I called you a fucking redneck fuck. That's what I called you.
Darren, just come out here.
Touch him. Do it. Oh, you'll get it back. Cops will get. You'll get it back.
This fat. You actually give it back to me. You could just like roll it down.
Listen here, man. Don't call me.
I'm allowed to call you whatever I want.
You're allowed to. I guess if your parents.
You took my board.
It's called a free country.
I don't give a shit.
I think you care.
It's called a free country, buddy. What you just did is theft.
I didn't touch any of your property. Your hands on
This is not right. You're not supposed to skate.
Well, it's not right for you to take my property. I spent money on that.
You call me names, I'll take your property. You call me names.
I don't care. You take my property out. I'm calling the cops. My dad's calling you right now. Which I live on.
No, you don't. You live over there.
It's the same property.
Here's a simple short term for it. It's not your property either, mate. You can't stop someone else from riding down a footpath on their skateboard. At the best case scenario, you're inside of an apartment complex, which, yeah, technically the footpaths aren't exactly private or public property or public use, but what if that kid lives in the apartment complex with their family elsewhere? What then? Now you're completely in the wrong. Not only are you wrong about him not being allowed to ride there, you're also in the wrong by just stealing the skateboard in the first place. And in the worst case scenario, you're on a public street, which means that it's public property, so anyone can ride down there. I'm assuming it's most likely an apartment complex, but still, at the end of the day, it's still not your footpath either. It's the rules of the apartment complex, and you can't just be there to enforce them and steal someone else's skateboard because you feel like they're breaking the rules. Like, that's not how that works, mate. How about you stop being so goddamn childish and grow the fuck up?